I might just hit it through. Hold on, that's on my element. I like dark skins, love a melanin.
Hey, welcome back into a video, guys. So basically what I'm gonna do today is a story time, and basically I'm just gonna go off about the one night when I had my buddies over and we were all chilling around. We were at my house doing things, and my parents weren't home, so we figured, whatever, we'll go for a walk. And as we were going for a walk, we thought, fuck, let's just go down the road, okay, where this convenience store is. And by the time we got there, we realized that, it was locked, so, it was closed, so we couldn't go there. So we ended up going down to the park that was there, and, we figured, we can play on the park. Well, by the time we got there, we saw a pool and a hot tub room, but the hot tub was in a separate area. And so we ended up going to the bathrooms there, and my one buddy who had steel toe boots on, just out of the nowhere, we kicked down one of the supply room doors down, and it was we were all hyped about it, right? And first thing he did was, I remember when he kicked the door open, was we found one of the these cleaner things and a scooper for garbage picking things. And oh my god, I could not stop laughing when that's all I could see. I was just dead. But then afterwards, me and my buddies, we two of my other buddies that we were with, they ended up clogging the toilet, and it, we all thought it was funny and fun and games. And then one of my buddies started kicking the wall, and they started leaving holes in the wall. And I remember one of my buddies saying, "Yo, this is the girls, why don't we go check over there?" And I don't know why at that point, after we finished the boys' room, why we didn't, decide, we should probably leave now, right? We're gonna get in trouble. No, we didn't think that at all. We decided, what, fuck it, let's just go to the girls' washroom. And when I say that this bathroom was a little bit bigger and very much destroyed, I mean the girls' bathroom was clean to the point where it was a mess. We broke the soap dispensers off, and my buddy found a clog he smashed, and one of the benches that they had there was wooden, not rotten wood or anything, but my buddy picked up his foot and he slammed it down. And this man, when I say slammed, I mean as hard as he could, to the point where he pretty much broke it in half to where he could take it as a shank almost. But we didn't, obviously, for the safety reasons. We just kicked it under the bench. And the same guy that did that, he had the steel toes. So there was another supply room just to the left of it, so he started kicking that. And as he was kicking that, the doorknob, the door thing, came off, and we started laughing about it. We put it away, and then two of my other buddies ended up taking the stall shower doors off. And believe me, when you're looking the one way, when your buddy gives you a doorknob and you hear laughing, and basically to the point where they're crying laughing, and you turn around, you're expecting, they're laughing about the doorknob. No, I mean this man had a whole stall door, and he was staring at me, and he was it was the funniest shit, because I don't know how the fuck they got those off the the hinges at all. The hinges were perfectly fine. When I mean this bathroom was good, good shape. It was not rotten, nothing was broken. It was pretty much all brand new. But my buddies ended up taking both the doors off and clogging those toilets, and then they ended up putting holes in that wall as well. And after that, we decided, destroying basically all the bathrooms and taking some of the things down and ripping them off. And, well, I'll tell you, before I left, I remember that doorknob, and I went back in the bathroom, and I don't know why I decided to, but I ended up going back in that bathroom just for a doorknob. Like, it was just for a doorknob. So I went back in and I was like, yo guys, I got a doorknob. Like, I think like, to this day still, I think I still have that doorknob. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck was going on in our heads. We thought the doorknob was fun to take home. So we ended up taking the doorknob home, but on the way back, we noticed that security was at the front, and then we noticed that there was another car, and it being like 11 or 12, the park's technically closed for people, so they have to use like whoever actually lives there is allowed in. Well, we were getting back there and we realized, well, that's odd. So I suspected, right away it was probably the cops. So I ended up going to the back entrance where we had to hop the fence. And oh my fuck, I was right. It was the cops. And there was another one slowly, like, he was on foot. So he was like kind of already like walking down towards where we already were. And, we're all trying to hop the fence and shit. And so we ended up getting like across the fence after like 3 tries, because I had my bag and my speaker and everything. But we ended up getting up, and we ended up taking about 25 to 30 minutes to get home that night. And I remember we had to go the long way around, so we didn't, like, just in case the cop saw us, so that way he didn't, like, see where I went for home. But I do remember my buddy putting his phone in my bag, and it was a brand new iPhone 11, I think is what he had. And I had my speakers, so, getting over that fence was perfectly fine. I thought whatever. So after that, we ended up running, and he asked for his phone, and I was like, yeah, for sure, man, like, I got you. Well, we ended up pulling it out, and it was completely shattered. Like, the screen, you couldn't even see. Like, it was gone. But after that, we started heading towards my house, and as we're walking home, we're asking ourselves, like, what the fuck, like, why? Like, I don't know, we had fun. I mean, that was the best part of, like, probably the whole night. But we ended up getting home, like, back to my place, and, no parents were home or anything, so we ended up throwing a party, like a mini party at my house. And we ended up making some food and shit, and just chilled back, relaxed, laughed about the doorknob that I had in my bedroom. And it was crazy. It was quite the night. They ended up going home in the morning, obviously, but I thought it was a pretty fun night. We ended up getting the cops talking to me afterwards, because they suspected that it was me, but they were wanting to know if I knew, like, anybody else there. But yeah. But if you guys ever had, like, a crazy story like that, let me know, like, down below or some shit. And I hope you guys enjoyed this story time, and if you guys want more, let me know in the comments, and leave a like too. And I hope you guys all have a good day or night, whatever it is for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
I got broads in Atlanta, took the lean in the family, credit cards and the scammers, licks in the bank, legacy.